Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Today guys, we have an awesome Gold 1 Sova VOD review. Sova, one of my favorite agents to review, an agent that relies heavily on utility. So you know we're going to be talking a lot about abilities in this game, but also we're going to be talking about close games that you should probably have closed out earlier, because this is a game that started off well, ended up getting dragged on. How can we close these games out? How can you win games quicker and maybe not lose in very important rounds that should have gone your way? So going to have a lot of fun with this VOD review. As always, if you guys enjoy these, it really helps the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, and of course subscribe for more. We have a ton of new people watching videos lately. If you guys are trying to learn Valorant, trying to get better at Valorant, join the community, join the Discord, subscribe for more videos. You know we're making these all the time. And as always, these VODs are reviewed on the 5-star system, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. I'm going to try to, based on some feedback I got, I'm going to try to explain the stars a bit better, why I'm giving them in each round. So in this round, for example, Site was already pretty much taken up by the team. Raze did a really good job there with the 3K. This just leaves you left. Raze going down there. This is a 3v1, right? So you just want to wait for your teammates to get in a position. Looks pretty good on positioning, but the problem is you don't check your corner, right? So the problem there, you just got to check that corner, left and right. You can pretty safely check left in that situation. So I'm going to give you 2 stars there for not checking that left angle. All right, guys, as we continue forward in the VOD review, very important for me to establish what good Sova play looks like. Utility usage is key, using your abilities to their strengths. Right now, looking at an early recon dart, finding nothing with it is good info. Knowing nobody is C long. This tells us we might be able to rotate early and help on other sites. Not just the recon dart though, you're going to be getting some value out of shocks if you know lineups, if you know how to stop plants, maybe for post plant, or just good bounces to get into certain positions. Shock darts do a lot of damage and are often misused. People will too often try to use them in pixel perfect angles when instead they could just toss them out and get tons of damage. Here we're going to see a wide swing. Now in this situation, it's a little bit aggressive. You probably could have held that angle a bit longer. I believe your Killjoy was actually smoked at one point and gonna get smoked here again by Brim. Otherwise, you're gonna want to call for peeks with you. I think that round was okay though, some good and some bad. I'm gonna give you 3 stars. It was a bit aggressive, and that's why I'm gonna kind of take some points away there. I don't think you needed to trade your life for that, because look how close this round is. Omen on 1 health, and then you just a jet, right? So it was still pretty close in the end. So I'm gonna give you 3 stars in that round. All right, guys, continuing off of what good Sova play looks like, it's supporting your team, right? Sova is a support. I want to see in this VOD review good support play, setting up trades, getting info for teammates, you know, droning people into sites or droning them into tough positions, right? Going up short A or going into mid. Or even in a lot of cases on attack, you want to drone garage, right? Because it's such an annoying spot to clear. Having a drone in there is massive. So again, utility. And then finally with the ultimate, I just want to see probably 1 ultimate kill out of this game. That's all I need to see. The ult has some problems with some people not getting the most value out of it. I really dislike blind fire ults when there's no info, but sometimes they pay off big. So let's see if I eat my words here. It happens to me actually a lot on Haven as well, getting blind fired when I'm pushing A as an attacker right off spawn. Horrible feeling. Especially when you're going down in the sewer. Nonetheless though, not much happening on this round. We'll go with 3 stars and let's keep moving. All right, so we're currently up 3-0, right? And this is big. As you guys know, if you're able to win that bonus round, which is the 3rd round, such an important round to win because it really cripples the enemy economy. This is going to start off pretty well here with the opening pick, but then you're going to lose a player going in 4v4 now. So everything's even. Ooh, right there, maybe could have sprayed. Yeah, just remember you're shooting through 2 walls now when you're that low. Probably don't even want to shoot that. All right, so you're going to go for a shock dart. Your teammate asked how they get into sight, which is a good question. I think you may have over-rotated a little bit, or you're playing a bit too defensive. Okay, decent aim on that kill. I didn't love it. I'm going to rewind this again, guys. Just take a look at where this... fight starts. Ready? See how you're aiming at the box, right? No one's gonna walk. He's not a ghost. He's not gonna walk through that box. Your crosshair placement needs to be better there. You got the kill in the end though, so I can't penalize you for that. But bad crosshair placement. So instead of 4 stars, I'm gonna give you 3 on that round. All right, starting round 5. You're up 4-0 now. This is a really nice defensive start. As you guys know, Haven does tend to be attacker sided, so going up this much early on is big. Again, we want to look for some good utility usage here. We're up 5-3. Might actually be worth saving some utility. Oh, I spoke too soon. Now it's 4v3. Definitely worth it to use some utility in this round. Now, I don't know if I would shock dart. The reason I wouldn't, watch, I'm going to rewind really quick. Your Raze just used her ult. Okay? In my opinion, every person on that team is probably backing up, right? They don't want to deal with that. Now, if you're trying to shock dart that resurrecting Phoenix, that's not a bad idea. I'm not entirely sure where the res is. It looks like the res was much deeper, so I don't really think you got value from those shocks. Now we're going to be going in for the drone. I think the drone here is okay. Just close this round out. You don't want to lose any more teammates. Let's see the play. Oh, wow. Really, really nice play there. I like that shot. Very confident there. You know exactly where to aim. Get a headshot him right through the box as well. So 4 stars on that round. But I do think you want to, I don't know, those shock darts did feel a little bit wasted. All right, guys, you might be thinking this game is going to be over in a minute, right? It's 5-0. Enemy team's probably tilting. They're like, what the heck's going on? They 3 just died instantly. Again, looking at our utility usage, it's looking pretty good so far. Getting info C long. Also allowing your Omen to take positioning. 4v2 now, right? 4v2 and nobody is on A. Oh, right there. Just got to be a little bit quicker with those shots. Yeah, didn't love that. It kind of looked like when you turned the corner, you weren't ready for it, guys. And this is something that's really important. Whenever you are peeking an angle, you always need to be prepared to take a fight. Ooh, right there. Do you guys see how he checked close left because someone was there before? That's that game sense. That's learning right there. I like that a lot. I'm gonna give you 3 stars in this round just because you really didn't have much to contribute, but I do actually really like that you checked left there because you died to that earlier in the round. So good job there. Wow, a game that starts off 6-0. Things are looking pretty good here. This must be an easy win. Oh, going for the shock. Wow, how on earth did that get so many pings? Hold on, this must have been amazing. Let me see this again. Okay. Going for the recon, excuse me, the recon I meant. So recon in the back. Oh, okay. They must freak out. They must freak out because of your ult. Oh, it is a shame you could not get a kill with that. Ooh, that was a dangerous peek. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like that. No. Okay, this was a bad round. This is a very bad round. The reason it's a bad round is the Sage kills your teammate and you're still with shocks out. Right? You got a guy pushing your site potentially and you have no info. You can't be doing that, right? Guy be listening for footsteps. Guy be looking for cues from people dying. So poor round from you. I'm gonna go with 1 star in this round. You have to recognize the danger of that push and then react accordingly to that one. So 1 star. All right, so after that round loss, the other team gets their first round of the game, currently on round 7. So things still very much in control. There's that dart again, getting the info that no one is there. A reminder, just because your recon does not find someone does not mean it didn't have value, right? There is value in knowing where people are not just where they are. One of the beautiful things about playing Sova. Although, you know, sometimes people will be like, hey, you're not finding anybody, but really, you're finding where they're not. That's very, very important. Your Killjoy, absolutely dominating this round. Player on site. I do really like that you are letting him go for the ace. Clean up the round in the end. 4 stars for being a good guy. Okay, I feel like we've seen this dart every round. If it works, it works. The only thing I would say though is if they're smart in one of these rounds, they are going to hold back. They're not going to get seen by that dart and then they're going to push you C off of an A fake. That's what I would do if I was them, right? I would play off the fact that you early rotate based off the information from your dart and I would just fake A and send 4 up C or something like that. Wow. Another kill through a box. And again, I think on the Sage. Okay, going for the drone here. I don't hate it. Oh man, really not too much coming out of the drone. And you also had no one to follow the drone. One thing you can do with drones, you could bait shots. So for example, if a player is, let's say, going to push into a site, right? If you're entering A here, as we can see, imagine if you had a player that was able to follow that drone in and kill that Phoenix as the Phoenix was shooting your drone, right? Way more value. So communicate with your teammates in that situation. Now you do find a kill on the Phoenix, which is good. The aim was not the greatest on the initial spray, but you do recover. You also find the chamber underneath with much better aim, much better. So some good, some bad on that round. I'm gonna give you 3 stars on the round just because I think that the good and the bad kind of cancel each other out and you end up losing the round. So 3 stars there. And starting round 10 off, as we always do, with the dart C long. It feels like you have 1 dart and you really like it. Oh man. Ooh, that was not good. That Sage should not have been able to get that kill. Again, I can't tell what's happening with the audio, why we don't recognize that a player is running up mid. I'm not really even sure why you rotated necessarily. That could have been a calm pre in the buy phase that I didn't hear. This is a pretty dangerous drone just because of your positioning. If someone walks mid, you're very dead if they walk into B. And also with the drone being so early, you kind of take away any chance of truly using that drone to win the round. Oh, and your aim is behind the player the entire time. Oh man, that aim could not track fast enough. I'm gonna have to give you 1 star on that round for letting that teammate die, and also just really not finding any value with the utility there except for clearing garage. So 1 star there. That round definitely could have been a lot better. Starting off round 11, so 2 more rounds left here in the first half. Let me switch over to attack, and I am interested to see what happens on attack. Now, let's think about what's happening over on A. A lot of deaths in these recent rounds. I think what's happening is your teammates are playing a bit too aggressive, and when this happens, we do want to kind of support them. Now, another bad thing about what's going on is because the attackers are able to get so much control with just one player playing A, you really do kind of have to think like, hey, like, should I be playing over there? And I think the answer is yes. If your Killjoy is going to continue to push forward like this, you sometimes just have to be the better person and be like, hey, I'm going to carry you. I'm going to hold your hand through this because clearly you're not capable, right? And you're going to go shoot darts over there. You're going to support them. You're going to cause distractions. You're going to trade kills. What happens in this round? Early death, a free site take for the attackers after that kill. No stall, no delay, no nothing, and just a very, very clean win for them. I'm going to go for 2 stars in that round. I really want to see you switch up your positioning and go support that teammate. All right, so we do actually see a change of dart here in the final round of the first half. I actually like that a lot. Oh man, oh yeah, that was a bad round. That was a bad round. So we're going to watch this back. Take a look at this. Ready? Dog. Player still clears it. Dead. No trade. That dog is all it took. That means what you needed to do is you need to be closer up to stop that dog from pushing and then have a better crossfire. But because it took so long for you to destroy that dog and you weren't in really a position to challenge it right away because you were doing darts and all that other kind of stuff, you essentially had no crossfire, and it was just 2 back-to-back 1v1s. They 1v1'd your Raze and they 1v1'd you. So unfortunate round there for you. I'm gonna go 2 stars again. Not really the best round. All right, guys, as we start the second half, we can kind of look back at that first half, think about what happened. Started off pretty well. I think there was kind of like a bit of a snowball happening, and overall I think the Sova play was pretty decent. I think your strengths are early round information, but your retakes were I would say subpar. They were not up to what I would be expecting from you. In this round, you're just gonna die in kind of like a bad sort of trading situation. Not a great pistol round for you. So I'll give you 2 stars on this round. Just really not gonna be able to get anything done there. So let's move past the pistol and see what happens next. All right, so team are gonna lose that round. You're gonna go for the early dart over here towards A. You get info on the Sky early, no follow-up, and she is able to get away from it as well. Gonna also use 2 shocks there, it looks like. We'll see if those end up doing any damage. Sky repositions. You guys are probably gonna get pushed from behind here in a second. Yeah, and you do some decent damage with the shock there, so not terrible, but this was just a lost round regardless. I'll give you 3 stars here. Eco round, not too much you're gonna do. All right, guys, remember this game started 6-0. So in the past 8 rounds, 7-1. Not the greatest by any means. So gonna go for a late dart. Ooh, and there it is. So what ends up happening is a Sky is just able to walk up short there, walk up from sewer, take down your Killjoy, no trade, right? You go for a late dart, not gonna find anything. Now here, let's look at this aim again. Decent crosshair placement, I have no problem with that, but as you fade away into the wall, that's when the Sage peaks, meaning your crosshair is in the wall. You have to drag to her and spray her down. I think the Phantom is doing you a lot of favors here, so a reminder to all the newer players out there, if you're struggling with your sprays, Phantom will come in very handy. I think it's actually saved our friend here a couple times on some of these kills. With the Vandal, I do not think he would have gotten them, so that is good kill there nonetheless, but I do think you want to rethink that dart because it didn't get any info, but at the same time, what was the follow-up? What was that dart really going to do for you? Now moving in here, gonna shock out in the open with no support. Don't love it, right? Imagine someone peeks that as you're shock darting, jumping in the air. First of all, you look like a fool. Second of all, you die for it, but nonetheless here, Hold on. Did anybody clear backside? It must have been clear. I'm just going to assume it's clear and going to move forward. No, I'm not. I'm going to go look. Hold on. Did anybody clear backside? I'm assuming. Let's see. We're just pretending an arrow cleared it, maybe.
Watch my sight.
Okay. Raze ends up clearing it. I'm just making sure. I would prefer to see you maybe push up some more there. Instead, you kind of run back, I think, before backside is clear, which can get you into some trouble sometimes with certain positioning. You just have to be careful. We just black screened. Are you alt-tabbing middle of the game? Probably not the best idea. Yeah, so players walking into site here. Remember, your Raze is kind of off on their own island, so it's really just you and Omen now. Because of the angles that Raze was able to die with no trade, you do not need to take that jump like that. Your Omen just teleported in there. So yeah, that was a bad round by you. Bad teleport. Didn't love the setup either. But actually, not in bad teleport. I didn't like that you peeked that angle. You peeked for no reason. Just jump, peek, get back into cover. You only need to defend that spike defuse, okay? 2 stars for that one. All right, starting this round off again with that dart A long. Gonna find 2 there. That's actually very, very good info. Sage walks up. Go C. 100% go C here. This is huge. Okay, you've got info that there's probably 1 player on. Yep, there it is. And the brim is dead. So these, I believe these 2 were spotted A. If not, they're rotating over from somewhere. And there is the chamber walking in garage. And Raze is going to get the kill. Really nice job there by you. Good support for your teammates. And also going in for the plant. Just need to find out where this Skye is. And honestly, this is a good round for you. I really like this. Able to support your teammates. Gonna use all of your utility here in the final seconds. See if you can find this Skye. There she is in garage. And a pretty nice round here. Hopefully no one else dies in this round. Remember, guys, when you get in these situations, very important that everyone stays alive. Don't throw away your guns. Keep that economy rolling. 4 stars in this round. A good combination of utility as well as just good play by you. So 4 stars there. That was a nice round. All right, once again, you think these guys are going to learn. I hope they shoot your dart here. If they don't, we need to have some conversations. I do not understand what this Skye is doing and why. I like that you're checking sewer here. This is good. This is what we like to see. This is game sense. This is development, right? You realize, hey, these guys are walk pushing up every round. Let me see if I can get a kill here. End up not finding anyone. That's fine. You're going to drone this. Again, where's the follow-up to the drone? What is the drone doing? What is the purpose, guys? Whenever you are using an ability in this game, ask yourself, what is the purpose of this ability? Seriously, ask yourself that. What is this? What is the drone doing? Is it helping me get a kill? Is it helping my teammates get positioning? In this situation, it's just getting info, which is okay. Sometimes you need info, but what's the follow-up? What does that drone really do for you? The answer is not much in that situation. That's actually a bad drone, in my opinion. And last player spotted, I believe that was B. Killjoy has an ult. This player is not going to be able to get close here. And there's the kill on the Phoenix. Let's see how you're going to handle this. Okay, so you decide, hey, I don't want to challenge this guy 1v1. I'm going to back up. Now, if you play this position, this is a 1v1. You don't want to take that. Okay, that's smart. You're just going to back up. You're going to play it safe. Omen can play on an island by himself here. This is one of those situations where it's like, hey, if you just want to do that, fine. I'm going to let you, but I'm going to go live. And I think you all actually made a really smart play here. This is a good team round, I would say, honestly. Everyone's kind of making the right decision. There's the flash from the Phoenix. Don't peek. Okay. There's no reason for anyone to peek there, but hey, nonetheless, you guys in the round. Definitely some good and bad on this round. I'm going to go for 3 stars, though. So just another gentle reminder that your Omen did not need to push that, right? You guys can all sit back. The Phoenix doesn't have smokes. He's got a full diffuse to go through. Just chill. Someone jump peek. Make sure he's not on it. Things like that. No reason to die in these rounds, right? That's something you want to clean up as you get into the higher ranks, right? You do not want to be in a situation where you're throwing away your rifles on these silly 3v1s, right? That's the difference. That's the difference maker in a lot of these matches. Like, if you are wondering why this game, kind of is having a comeback, or if why the other team was able to, come back from being down 6-0, well, these little mistakes actually really add up. 1 or 2 rounds is all it takes to make a difference in these matches. It's always been like that, right? Valorant is a game of, inches. It's not football. It's a game of seconds, right? This one split second decision is all it takes to completely change around. And sometimes you do stupid things, and that's understandable. But remember, in these rounds, it's very, very important. You never know when you're going to need that rifle. So just chasing kills, doing dumb stuff like that oftentimes is detrimental and really does compound over the course of the game. Regardless, I've been rambling a lot. 3v3 here. Let's see what the play is. So Skye is going to ult, and that is going to find you. Looks like she's either near B or rotating between B and A or on A, because I believe all of those dogs went up sewer. Brim is going to smoke, so that means Brim is close enough to smoke. And right here's too much hesitation, right? Too much hesitation. You guys didn't have enough time. You didn't have the luxury of time. You have to be decisive. You have to just do stuff sometimes. In this round, too much hesitation, and for that, I'm going to give you 1 star. So guys, very, very important piece of advice here. When you find yourself in these situations where you are very low on time and utilities being sent out, you cannot wait. You cannot stop. You have to just go. All right, going for the ult here. And not going to find a single hit. Let's just go back and double check. What is this ult going off of? You're going to go for your recon here. And it will spot 1. So again, we're not droning for our ult. Instead, we're using the recon. And while dart is good, you just haven't really been able to connect too much off of it. And to be this far into a game without a single Sova kill, you know, you're on the 19th round, right? Like your ult is extremely powerful. Extremely. One of the best in the games, in my opinion. And when you pair it with your drone, that's where the advantage comes. Now here, bit of a wasted drone. Not really sure why that happened. It looks like maybe you weren't expecting your Omen to do what he was doing. That's where communication is important. That's where playing as a team is crucial, because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you just waste one of the most valuable pieces of utility you have, right? Having a drone in post plant is so big. If you're able to get that tag onto someone, I mean, it's game over. Ooh, Omen, please shoot that guy a little bit quicker. Again, didn't love the round, didn't love the wasted drone. I'm gonna go with 2 stars in that round for that wasted drone. All right, guys, 11-8, a chance to really kind of put this game away now. They're starting to pull ahead. Early kill by Jett, 5v4. Let's see what happens. Okay, why? Okay, I don't think you need to go for that. I just don't think that dart makes sense right now. Your team is pressuring B with Spike. Why not push up B with your teammates, right? Now your team is stuck and you're pushing forward. Look at the map. Guys, please remember that there is so much more to this game than just autopiloting and doing your own thing. You have a team. You got to look at the map. You got to see where your teammates are positioned. You know, it's one of those things that comes with time. It comes with playing the game. But you have to understand that when your Spike is not with you, you pushing into a site really doesn't mean much, right? And they got cornered and you still had probably time to save them. So again, I didn't like your positioning there, and I think you kind of just let your team down. You got to go support them in mid. 1 star. Here we are, 11-9, hoping to push this thing away from overtime. Let's see what happens on the play here. All right, so there's the spot in the chamber. Oh, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful play. That's what I like to see. A kill through smoke. I think that's one of the first of the game. Now we can slow it down a little. We don't have to go fast. Oh, okay. That was a weird engagement. Okay. The call is 1 CT right now. I think you guys just play together here. You have a Jett in garage, so you're safe garage. And you want to just set up for your post plan. So 2 garage now. I think in this round, you do want to stay sight. You let your Killjoy play back here and you stay sight with your teammates because you know there's 2 garage. At the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world to play for team. I would dart for your team though. 100% I would dart that. Because that's really going to help your Omen. If you dart back sight, your Omen is going to be able to tell where the Skye is coming from. But you're kind of holding it. Okay, so in this situation, you held that dart too long, okay? The reason you held it too long is by the time you finally shot it, your Omen was already taking a fight. Just support your Omen, right? Just support the Omen there so he has a little more info. You get some info out of it as well, and he probably kills that Skye easier, right? So because you delayed a little bit on that, I'm going to give you 2 stars on that round as well. Just want to use that dart earlier. Could potentially be match point here. Right, and again, when we think back to the Sova fundamentals, we're seeing a lot of recon darts. I think the drone usage has been okay, not the best though, right? Definitely not the best. In this round, again, you're solo C with the Spike. You drone, which is good, but you have no follow-up, so it's actually a bad drone. Instead, you want to be over here with your teammates and probably drone up short or drone into sight. Oh, and not going to check your corners again. Kind of running in with not a lot of info there. autopilot. I think you're just kind of on autopilot, like I was saying earlier. Gonna go for 1 star in that round there, because again, you're in the wrong spot to start. You kind of just mindlessly die to a Phoenix there. Oh, not a good round. All right, 12 to 10 here. Other teams starting to mount a comeback. Hopefully you'll be able to push through this. Dart and a drone. See, drone here makes sense. Dart makes sense. All of this is good so far, but unfortunately, a massive flank from the Sage. I am not gonna fault you for that. I'm gonna go for 3 stars. I think you got a lot of info on that round. That was not your fault. There was a big flank from the Sage. Someone else in your team has to be responsible, has to cover you while you're doing that, has to hear that flank. All right, guys, and just like that, it's about to get tied up, and we can tell which direction this game is going. The momentum has definitely shifted these last few rounds. A huge round from Phoenix, followed by a huge round from Sage. The mental games are huge. Sage is pushing again, pushing window. No one is going for control of anything. You guys are you're essentially covering your spawn right now in a lot of ways. And that is never a good sign when you're playing Haven attack. You got to establish mid control. You got to establish some sort of positioning on this map. But instead, you guys are all kind of shacked up in these corners and just hoping that the big bad Sage doesn't push you. But pushing forward through mid here. And Sage is under window. A nice actual shot from you there. I don't mind that at all. That was very, very good, very clean, and very quick. That was a quick kill, and that's what we want. But in this situation, look. Why are you shooting that? First of all. Second of all, just run into that corner. Please run that corner. You live there. You live. I think you live. And it gives you a shot to actually win that fight and probably win this round. But instead, you just kind of stand there, you know, and you're a free kill for the Phoenix. Good shot on the Sage. Bad positioning on that flash. Get to cover. I'm going to go 3 stars. The good cancels out the bad. And guys, we find ourselves in overtime. Remember, this game started 6-0, okay? That means in the last 18 rounds, it was a 12-6 spread, right? So the other team dominated after the first 6 rounds, right? That is a 66% win rate, I think. Right, that's 2/3 of the rounds, isn't it? They got 12, you got 6, 18. Yes, I believe. Anyways, check my math comments on YouTube, please. I think I got it right, though. And nonetheless, though, early in this round, right, you're going to go down to the sky. So let's move back here. What happens? Right, you're going to drone through, get some info. No one's there. And then, sky. Where was she? You might be asking, audience members. Let's find out. What did we not clear? We did not clear the left or the right corner of garage as you were coming out. Both of those angles in second mid, you didn't clear. You have to full clear those. You actually just killed yourself on this round. 1 star. And here we are, 13-12. Okay? This is a long game, and you guys have come a long way. Too long to lose it. Early death by the Rays. Good info, finding Brim and Chamber on site. You know, 2 are playing there. A drone from your spawn. Not sure what we were looking for. I guess we were looking for window or A flanks. You guys are just not playing together. Oh man, there's just no trades in this game. There were just no trades throughout this game. I'm now realizing what's going on here. I get it after watching this. There's no trades. Everyone is taking fights 1 by 1. Good kill from you there to find something with the shock dart. I think it's your first shock dart kill. I know you had some damage throughout the game as well. But man, there's been no trades throughout this entire thing. You guys are playing so defensive on attack as well. All of these things are really hurting any chance you have at winning this game. You're essentially letting the aggression of the other team go unpunished because either you're not establishing positioning and using utility to do it, or you're not trading out kills. You're not trading out the deaths of your teammates. Here, again, Jet gonna die for nothing. And now what, right? Now what's happening? So here you go. You're 1 player against 2. They probably leave 1 player here. Maybe they stay together, honestly. If I had to decide, I would play 2 players on C site. I like staying together. The reason? To trade out the kills. We'll see what happens though. Yeah, just you kind of ran out of time there. You had to go for the play. You didn't give yourself enough time to check back sight. That was very, very close though. So you probably want to speed that up by about a second. You don't really want to be cutting it that close, because if there is somebody that you can like 1 tap, you want to be able to quickly kill them and still get the plant, right? If there was any delay there, you absolutely lose that round. No, oh my God. You went for the kill on the diffuser and not the guy who was pressuring you. I can't believe that ends up working out. Nonetheless, you guys do win the game. You know what? Screw it. You get 5 stars for that last round for coming up with a 1v2 clutch. There was a lot wrong with that round, though, right? Don't get me wrong here. There's a lot wrong with that round. You needed to find trades with the Jet. You needed to play that time a little bit quicker because you cut it so close. And any delay would have ruined that and pushed the game further on. But man, that was a nice spray transfer, 5 stars. And guys, as always, wanted to go over a quick VOD summary. But if you did enjoy the VOD, hey, make sure to leave a like and comment. If you have any comments for this VOD review, leave them below. I love reading them, and I'm sure the people VOD reviewing also like to read them, get your feedback as well. With that being said, though, my summary for this and my key takeaways here, definitely you need to be supporting your teammates for. So many times in this game, you are just using that utility for yourself, and it's finding no real value specifically on attack, but also sometimes on defense. I think you really struggled on retakes. That's something I would want to look at for you, is figuring out why you're struggling so much on retakes. I think it has to do with your teamwork more so than anything else. Your aim is pretty decent. That's not something I'm worried about at all, but I do feel like you play a more solo, more selfish play style, which I don't love for my Sovas. With that being said, though, I'd love to see you drone more for your duelists, find ways to incorporate that drone with your duelist players, having them use their flashes with your drone, create crossfires, create distractions, all kinds of things, especially on those retakes with drones. So important. I also want to see you establishing more mid control, right? You dart A long every round on attack, but it didn't really get you much in any of those rounds. Yes, sometimes it spotted some people, but there were so many times your team was in completely different positions where they needed your support, and you're still locked up in this spot. So my biggest takeaway for you as a player is you need to know when to play with your team and when to play solo. And the truth is, especially for you, you need to just play with your team more. Period. You're playing too solo in these rounds. You need to be checking your map more and making sure you're around them and you guys have the right plan for the round you're in, right? Too much solo play, definitely a big problem throughout this VOD. If you can get that kind of fixed up, I definitely see you ranking up. I really liked your accuracy in some of those rounds, those shots. Something definitely that you're going to keep going with moving forward. But again, comes back to the utility usage. You're playing Sova. That's what I have to judge you off of, and it just has to be better. I'd definitely also like to see more kills out of your ultimate. I know it's tough, but a drone tag into the ult is massive. It can open up sites as well. I think that's where I'll end it, though. I want to keep it short and sweet here in the summary. It's been a long VOD review. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, and peace.